everybody, and welcome to Anderjack Without a C's special presentation of Lark with an E at Sqoozh with a Z's playing of the Sly Collection. How y'all doing tonight, everybody?
I am
Yeah?
young, dumb, and full of raccoon meat.
Gross.
That sounds bad.
Speak for yourself.
I am speaking for myself.
Okay. I see you as the royal bee.
Alright. Chat, how are we sounding?
Yeah, chat.
I hope.
So far, it's sounding pretty good to me, but I know people will have their own interpretations.
Yeah, because I know last time we started with some audio a little too quiet, so I would like to make sure before we jump in. Okay,
AJ gives us a thumbs up.
Good. Cool. Hi, Kat. Oh yeah, let's say hello to everybody. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Judge. Hi, Aleph. Hi, AJ. Hi, Kat. Is that everyone so far?
Malik.
Hi, Malik.
Malik also said hi. Hi, Malik.
Yay! Hello.
It's sans a couple of people. This is like the best ones. Most of actually every single one has been the best one. But
yes.
Oh, and there's
hi,
B.
Yay! Hi, B.
Oh.
Excellent.
So, last time on Sly Cooper 1.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We
dealt with a frog.
Well, we haven't dealt with the frog quite yet. We are about halfway through dealing with the frog.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yes.
I don't remember.
The link that Lindsay has sent is Riku is gay and why it matters. Very important. I appreciate
Riku,
that.
like,
Hi,
they put
Marty.
bugs in him, Riku?
I'm absolutely daring you to watch it.
Yeah, that sounds worth watching. Also,
Yeah.
Marnie says hello. She says hello many, many times.
Hi,
Marnie.
Yes. She is a good girl, if a needy one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's so needy.
So very needy.
So we're starting this particular stream with fewer technical hiccups.
4:20 a.m.
4:20.
It is 4:20 a.m. on the startup. Yes.
Sorry. Missed it the last time.
They always start in Paris, France, 4:20 a.m.
Damn.
Raise it. So the gameplay portion is going to be kind of interesting, Lark. You mentioned you know what's coming up.
Yes. So when we left off, this is the opening section of this first hub, where we have this privileged ass frog doing some piracy and I think maybe working on a weather machine.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to control the weather.
Indeed he is. So I'm going to collect a life and a horseshoe real fast in this section, and then we will move on to part 2 of the hub, which should only have 2 levels in it, but at least one of them is mini game style and will probably cause us much grief.
Ooh, Happy Goblin Week, everybody.
Oh yeah, Happy Goblin Week gamers.
Happy Goblin Week.
I don't personally observe it, but I absolutely support my goblin adjacent friends and my goblin friends in celebrating this week.
Thank you. Yes, everybody, please take some time to draw a goblin.
Please do. I should draw a goblin. I should at least draw one goblin this week.
You really should. Of all times of year, let it be now.
Right?
You draw a goblin. We'll see if I finish my Goblin Week drawing in time.
I wish you all the best in that endeavor.
Thank you. I'm doing the thing where, rather than make a drawing of a character, I instead want to sort of play The Sims, but on paper, and build a house. So
yes, I do understand this.
Yeah, so We'll see how long it takes, but yeah, it is actually interesting that Goblin Week is still going, considering this will be at least its 11th year, I think. It's going
Damn.
for.
Holy
It's been
cow.
going for. Oh no, wait. Maybe this would be. This might be its 10th year anniversary. It might have been going longer than that. All I remember is that in like 2013, 2014, yeah, I think it is the 11th. Yeah, because in 2013, the first and only time there was a Goblin Week zine.
Ooh.
And it was the first zine that I was ever quote unquote published in. And I was very proud at the time.
That does kick ass, though.
Yeah, that is pretty
yeah.
cool.
That's awesome.
The drawing is terrible, but that's okay because I didn't know how to draw yet.
It was probably great, and also we all start somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Robin nailed it.
But yeah, so I think, and that was not the first year of Goblin Week, but the second year.
Hey. All right,
So-
y'all keep talking goblins. I'm gonna jump into this, and we'll see how fast I can get it done. This
All
is
right.
Yeah.
a horrible mini game where I have to shoot down 60 things, and
No.
if someone steals one of those things from me, I have to start over, and Bentley is upset.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Evan Dom rules.
This is where Raleigh's gang
Yeah,
Evan Dom does rule.
stashes his sunken treasure.
Yeah,
Use your
I was
sub to
hugely
blast him.
inspired
The
by
left analog stick controls
reading
Oh,
the
wait,
Boy in
everybody shut up.
College. Oh,
AJ has posited
Treasure.
the question.
right.
Treasure?
Use the right
Treasure?
analog
Do it.
stick to
Do
fire
it.
his gun.
Do it, AJ. Do it.
What?
Drop the bomb. Drop the bomb. Do it.
Remember,
Do it.
you can always
Do it.
drive the sub in one
I-
direction while firing in another.
Hardly.
You'll need to collect all 40 chests. Do not let a crab take one in
Nowhere. Thank you, AJ. We needed that.
AJ. Thank you, Tracer.
Yeah. I'm so glad that that's a bit.
Mhm.
The other night,
It's really good.
The other night we were watching something, and every single character said the word treasure, treasure, like the way
Oh no.
that Fred from Scooby-Doo says it, and it was really
Okay.
beautiful.
Very Canadian. No,
It
no,
is
no, no,
really
no, no, no,
nice.
stupid crap! Okay. No, 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 you stupid crap! God damn it!
But yeah, Goblin Week, Eminem. I think his latest, Haunted Epic just finished also.
Oh, yeah?
Fatu. So, all of his work is really influential to me, of course.
I can
But-
see that.
Yeah. But yeah, if you like some different kind of fantasy, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Historical
exactly. I
paranoid.
haven't looked at the place.
I should. That it makes me want to make more comics. You know.
It's really, he's very prolific, very impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about what the deal is with this one. Like, it is a miss-fail mission where, like, you cannot screw this up. If a crab grabs a treasure chest and makes it all the way to those little pipes with the chest, the mission is over. And she
But we
nailed it on
did
the
it!
second try.
Oh, thank God.
You were talking about it, assuming we were going to be here for a little bit. Like, it was
Well,
going to get done, but
I remembered the number that I needed as 60 when it was actually 40. So it wasn't as bad as I thought. So I was running on some
First
relief
try.
fumes when we started it out. First try, yeah.
Yeah, first try. Robin, I liked it when you said crab grab earlier.
you gotta
Crab grab.
you gotta avoid the crab grab.
Mhm.
Embrace crab, avoid grab.
Yes, them
Even
crabs
though
be
embrace
grabbing.
crab.
You gotta get the crabs to stop grabbing.
Exactly.
The grabbing from the crabs needs to end.
Yeah. So, Judge made a statement that first try was just a test run. Here's the funny thing. So, Lark actually practiced all of Sly 1 this past week, and
I
even
did.
started playing a lot of Sly 2, and I watched her do it, and she
I got so far in Sly 2 that I had to stop so I wouldn't burn myself out.
but it's Sly, so it's like,
It's really hard to stop.
it's really good. So, that was kind of a test run because she had actually stopped playing for a few days
Yeah.
when she had initially intended to practice, so
I
that
kinda
was
started
her
cold today.
shaking the rust off.
Oh, I'm glad to know that I can keep it up.
The Larkerjack household. Oh, that's good.
No! It's Sqoozh
really
Jack,
good.
damn it.
Sqoozh Jack, there. It's still really good, and Larkerjack is just a great little cluster of noises.
It is. Lurkerjerk.
Lurkerjeep.
Lurkerjerk.
Lurkerjerk. Lurkerjerk.
Oh no. We're lurking and jerking. That's really bad.
Oh, that.
Lurking and jerking is all that I crave.
That's a crime or at least a misdemeanor in some places.
Jesus Christ. Oh man. And also,
AJ
thank
referred to it
God.
as a birdhouse.
Yes, he has, and that is adorable.
AJ knows what's up.
Stop working, start jerking.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Crank your knob to Frank. Anyway.
Okay. On that gamer command, I have to actually put my bowl of spaghetti away now, so I have to leave the stream for a brief moment. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Go
that's
put
fine.
your bowl of spaghetti away, for it is no longer filled with spaghetti.
Thank you so much. I will be right back.
No.
Oh. This
I think that
game
was death.
punishes.
No,
Oh.
it was not death.
Hey!
I lived, bitch.
Man. Okay, so fun fact about this game, especially compared to the second, is that every enemy is very much designed to be in your way and fight you, whereas the second game is much more about stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And if we do Sly 2 on Friends Days, we'll be able to see that, but you know, maybe somewhere down the line.
I would love it if we could do Sly 2 on Friends Days. We'll see if we get burnt out on this one. And that'll be more an issue of y'all getting tired of it than me getting tired of it, because I'll play this forever.
Oh, yeah, actually that's like the perfect chemistry for a Friends Day.
Mm-hmm.
No, like seriously, like one of my favorite things
absolutely.
about one of my favorite things about Fine Little Guy Friends Days is that like they're kind of chaotic. There's no guarantee we'll beat it, but we are going to have a lot of stupid fun and we are going to make a mess. And anytime somebody's like, yeah, I'll fucking sit there and I will play this whole game, everybody's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Yay,
It's
I
good,
didn't
it's
fuck up
good
this
shit.
level by forgetting to get all the clues, so we now have all the
Hell
clues
yeah.
and we're about to be done.
Hell yes, man, just nailed this one.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot that this was a regular level. I thought it was about to be 2 mini games in a row,
Oh,
but this one is actually really straightforward.
To enter the vault.
I love a pleasant mistake.
Yes,
This one
it's a
was
pleasant
cake.
surprise.
Input 719.
Okay, and we actually discovered something about this in your other playthrough. So these saves do not have bespoke rewards. Instead,
There's a set
these
one.
saves,
You're lucky, Sly.
yeah,
This page features Karen Cooper Giwa's coin magnet technique. All
yes.
she had to
Yes.
do was stand near money, and it would magically jump into her purse.
This one,
From now
thank
on,
goodness,
you'll
is a
automatically
passive
collect
ability.
any coins you
It
come
just
near.
works. So now I am Spyro the Dragon and I don't have to touch anything to pick it up.
You're Spyro the Dragon with sparks.
Yeah. It's
so,
good. They give
yeah,
you all the most important abilities right up front.
Yeah, so like you can tackle a number of levels in any order. Each hub is kind of split up into multiple parts, and you can select a few levels, kind of whatever order you want from what's available. And so that means your first save is always going to be one specific thing, regardless of which level you get it from. So, like if you're gunning for a specific thing and a level is just a little too hard, you can just move on to the next one and get all the clues there.
Yeah. And the way that the hubs work is that usually, or at least for this first one, there are more levels on the first half of the hub than you need keys to move on to the second half. So, to a point, you can pick and choose your levels, and then when you get to the end of it, you need everything.
Yeah, okay. So like, it gives you a little wiggle room to start things off.
Yeah, yeah. There's a chance that some of the further levels will not even have the divide in the hub. I don't quite remember.
I watched you do it and I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, one of those hubs I went through so fast I just completely missed what the layout was because I just did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, Aleph, I love this cane. As a central gameplay mechanic, it's just so good.
Yes, the cane is perfect. I remember people celebrating it even at the time that it came out. They were like, oh my god, someone came up with a new video game weapon that actually does a new thing instead of just being a gun or a sword, but different.
Yeah, it satisfies a lot of different conditions throughout the series. Like, it is your grapple, it is your thieving tool, it is your main melee weapon. It allows you to repel. It just does so much.
Yeah, it does lots of stuff, and they use context-sensitive buttons very well in this game, I would say.
And like, none of what they're doing with it necessarily is unique as a gameplay mechanic, but the way it's presented makes everything feel a lot better because he uses his cane in almost all of his like non-plane jumping locomotion, so it contributes to game feel without actually being something super difficult to design.
Yeah, it feels very alive in that way.
Oh,
hello.
I'm back. 1 and 2, I heard a little snippet as I came back, and I agree with AJ. Another good thing about the hook as a I don't know, weapon, I guess, is that at least the way they've designed it explicitly as an extension of like Sly's body.
Yep.
Rather than a like separate tool. Like Sly's character design is almost incomplete without the hook. Like,
Yes, I very agree.
Which is like really strong and really smart and good job.
Yeah, and I think they keep up with that very well throughout the trilogy.
And even with 4, they like, it is not a Sly Cooper game if you don't nail that cane and the way it's used.
All right.
Do you have anything?
B just asked if I agree with spaghetti unfortunately, our spaghetti is we can't grow the trees here. The climate is wrong. So yeah,
that's unfortunate. No spaghetti trees for you.
You have to get farmed spaghetti. I understand.
B told me today that spaghetti trees is a thing that some folks in Britain thought was real at one time.
Oh no.
That's
they
really special.
I believe that.
No, when a funny prank video came out that was like, here's everybody harvesting their spaghetti trees.
Wow.
And they
Okay.
thought it was real, I guess. So that's a fun
I-
joke.
I'm
Do you have
gonna
enough
do this
keys?
now. Oh yes, we have everything. It is time.
Oh, hot damn.
Oh damn, it's
We will now
time.
get on this catapult. And
Looks more like a raccoonapult to me.
yes, I'd say you're very right.
Thank
So we're
you.
gonna go beat up this
And-
privileged ass frog.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I love to beat up the privileged.
I'm sorry that AJ has to be here to see a frog get beat up.
I know, but he's a really bad frog. He gives frogs a bad name.
Yeah.
The
How
frog.
delightful. We have a guest.
He doesn't look like how I expected him to look. I will say that.
Yeah.
Guests.
Listen,
Yeah,
Raleigh,
he's
wipe
very
out my
much a
family and steal
full-on
what's
frog.
mine. You
He's
better
just sort of a
expect
normal
company.
frog.
And he's about to look a little bit different.
Sorry. How sloppy of me not to finish the job. Obviously, we should have snuffed you out as well.
And the way his polygons work are
without
very
further
unique.
Ado,
Yeah.
let me make amends by what? Bloating to gargantuan size and squashing
He only
you
has
like the
one
insignificant bug that you are.
Separated
Bring it on.
digit. On his other hand, it's not separate. That's weird. That's fun. That's economical.
AJ, that's
Okay.
true.
Time to see how long this takes me.
In defense of Britain. No, we don't have to do that here. It's fine.
We don't have to do that.
No, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is a very Crash Bandicoot fight to me.
Yeah,
this is just Ripperoo
a really
yeah,
yeah.
with less explosives.
it looks like a flashback.
And more drowning.
While this is going on, I'm actually going to look up. Okay,
Oh,
I don't want to
I
look up
forgot.
the movie Sucker Punch. I want to look up the studio. Production.
Oh, rude! You just wasted that.
While Robin is looking that up, does anybody want to know some fun facts about the history of claymation?
Yes, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
So the plasticine that made claymation possible was invented in the late 1800s, very late, like near turn of the century. What made this special was specifically that, so clay beforehand is like you fire it or it just dries out and then you can't use it anymore. It's done. And what made the plasticine clay different was that it could be, remolded. It didn't dry out and become all stiff.
Right.
And so you could start using it to animate stuff. The first examples of claymation being used in film that we have is from like 1907.
Got this part right.
And the first surviving claymation film is from 1926, although there is evidence there are earlier claymation films made as early as 1917 by, oh gosh, I don't remember her name, but she might be like the first, like, one of the first, like, women animators that we have, like, record of.
Is it the same woman who did the first feature-length animated film, or is this somebody different?
It might be somebody different. I'm not sure.
Because the first animated film was paper cutouts.
Yeah, it's not the paper cutout.
Okay.
Anyway, and then basically nothing happened with Claymation until Gumby in 1955.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's so weird.
it's weird. I wondered if maybe plasticine was used in the war effort and became like a, I don't know, fashion item, but I don't know what plasticine is used for.
Yeah, that's a good
Okay.
question.
So I don't know if there's anything. Yeah, Judge. You got it.
Okay, so I have some wonderful information about Sucker Punch as a studio, because they did have one game prior to this.
Right.
And it was the first, according to Wikipedia, it is the first game that utilized a realistic physics-based engine on home platforms to drive the main gameplay point. That was Rocket Robot on Wheels.
Me. Well,
Oh.
gloat all you
Robot on
want, Sly Cooper. You're no match for Mugshot, my villainous cohort in Utah. You will see. Mesa City is so well guarded, a snake couldn't slither in without setting off alarms.
Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held detailed instructions on how to perform my ancestor Ryoichi Cooper's ninja spire jump.
I don't think that's how you
A
spell
technique developed
Ryuichi.
while sneaking into the thickly fortified castles of feudal Japan. Finding a way
How
off
did they
Raleigh's
spell
boat
it?
got a little tricky with the
R-I-O?
untimely arrival of Inspector Fox,
Ryoichi. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
who, failing
You-
to find me, busted Raleigh. and
yeah,
his crew.
that's.
I don't think that's a name.
I think.
With the storm machine out of commission, boats found their way back onto the ocean, and the mystery of the Welsh
This is a
Triangle
very late
faded from
example
memory.
of people not understanding how to
My gang
Romanize
and I
Japanese.
roved around England for a while, enjoying the pleasant weather, and then headed back home, excited for our next heist.
Also, yes, for no particular reason, Sly Cooper is part Japanese.
Well,
Well, nationality is kind of weird in this.
diversity win.
Yes, exactly. I think he's just like all around American, so they could play with his ancestry coming from just about anywhere.
Oh, so he's kind of like Ness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
Although,
He's sort
fun
of Japanese and
fact-
sort of American and sort of not really anything and
Mhm.
everything.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Ryoichi Cooper is that he ends up being a major character in Sly 4.
I thought so.
Ooh,
Fully voiced and everything.
I like
Um,
Murray's.
Murray's a good boy.
Murray's so good.
Some real Kremling energy here.
You are so right. Everyone thinks he's a hippo, but I think he comes from a long line of gators.
Yeah, some real clump and crusher energy on this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, he only gets better with time
Go to
too.
Mesa City.
Oh, hi, Chowderface. And yes, he has
Hi,
a
Chowder.
global ancestry.
Mm-hmm. From just all over.
Okay, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite areas
It
in
had
the
been a
first
while
game.
since I'd been back in the U.S.
Yeah.
Next up,
This one
the notorious mugshot.
looks so much like the Southwest, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, it's in Utah."
He definitely went for in brawn.
This is a UK-based
Turns out
studio.
he wasn't always
Yeah.
that way.
Oh, that
He
explains
grew up
it.
as the run
Yeah.
of a litter.
They don't know anything.
And I mean,
They think
just like
spaghetti
we
grows on
mentioned,
Spaghetti grows on
trees over there.
trees.
The only friends he could
Oh,
turn
that
to
was
were
very
usually
good.
found on the big screen.
Yo.
It was there that he spotted his first gangster, and he knew instantly that that's what he wanted to be.
yeah, this
He
is
spent the rest of his youth working
toxic
real hard to get
masculinity in a nutshell.
fueled on his dreams of
Or-
great
This is a
powers.
dude who had the Scarface poster on his wall.
With enough perspiration, he realized that dream.
Thought that that's what cool was.
He'd become a
Yeah.
hard-boiled, street-brawling, tough-as-nails gangster, ensuring that he'd never be kicked on or pushed around again.
23andMe gives you a call that's like 70% of your ancestors have quests for you.
I've always wanted to go to this thriving American boom town.
Quest log has been updated.
Judge, were you
God, I love
talking
these
about?
videos.
Were you talking about Murray when you made that comment? Because that's incredibly. That's just incredible. Man looks like
Man
Barney
looks-
the dinosaur's cousin who DJs at the Ministry of Sound.
It's really good.
It is.
It's a little weird that the toxic masculinity guy is Mexican-ish. Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
in that ballpark. Like it's
Yeah,
he's
don't
also
love
got this like British like thug or British
I
or
thought you said Mesa City
like
was going to be
old
loud
West
and
British
busy. This looks more like a
gun
ghost
duelist.
town.
Something's
Yeah.
happening.
about him.
Where is everyone?
Very
I don't know,
Mugsy-ish.
but it's starting to give me the creeps.
Yeah,
What do you
very
say we take
Yosemite.
off?
And miss all the fun? Besides, I want to try out that new move I got from Raleigh's section of the
Oh,
Thievius Raccoonus.
and then when you hear him
mean
talk.
The ninja spire jump?
Yeah.
Do me a favor and read me the instructions again.
To land
Oh, it's been so
safely
long
upon
since I've played this, I
diminutive
don't
points,
remember.
leapeth lively and presseth the
Yeah, British
triggering
Bulldog.
device with the round geometrical object emblazoned
Oh,
upon
he
it.
is.
So jump
Without
and hit
a
the
doubt.
circle button to land on narrow spots.
That's a rough translation.
I don't understand the underlying stereotypes being used as metaphors. Yeah, I have trouble with that too. Like, this game is such a weird mishmash. Like, we're also going to not Haiti in the future, and we're going to be
Yeah.
dealing with like voodoo stereotypes. Nothing as egregious as you'd find anywhere else.
But it
still,
is like a very suddenly, oh, by the way, magic exists, but only in this context.
Yeah.
they play with a lot of stuff as just like aesthetic tropes.
Yeah.
Kind of just the play in the space, and it's weird.
Yeah. Did I
Yeah.
mention that their quote unquote Haiti is the way that it is because they were probably planning on doing Louisiana
US
or the
locations,
Everglades and
Yeah.
then realized that that was two different US locations and they wanted to be more worldly than that.
Yeah.
So they just stuck a
I mean-
different name on it and called it done.
And the thing is, like, on the one hand, I understand that, but as an American, like, it is sometimes. I've had this revelation before where it's like, America, the U.S. has like a whole bunch of regions that are like you could split up about half of Europe and wind up with about as much cultural diversity in the States. Like
Mhm.
you would have about that much of a breadth because like there are so many people in the U.S. who will basically just tell you, no, it's like there's the East Coast, West Coast, there's Midwest, there's the swamplands, there's Florida, which is its own fucking thing. There are entire dialects that are illegible to anyone outside of it. Like in Appalachia and all this, like
The latest
we
in
got
high-tech
so much to
security.
play with.
Electronic floor sensors.
And like not
Step
even
on
to get
them
into
and you're
the
a
deep
goner.
south
Nice touch.
or
Yeah.
Safe to walk
Alaska
on
or
while
Hawaii
flashing,
even.
But it also means they're about to switch to a different
Yeah.
sector.
It's
Yeah,
like
UK.
okay, two American mutations. Like okay, that's still a lot of crap in your cup for me.
Yeah, like you could like I mean, even the culture of like New Mexico to Texas is like stark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those states are
Yeah.
like right near each other. There are only a couple of states separating them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there states separating them?
Mm.
I don't think so. I think it goes
Oh,
Texas,
did I get
New Mexico.
New Mexico and Colorado
Arizona.
mixed up again?
You got New
Yeah.
Mexico and Arizona switched again.
Arizona mixed up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the four corners I always get rearranged in my head because Arizona's like southwest, New Mexico's southeast, Colorado is above. Yeah, I keep
Mhm.
thinking New Mexico's like west of Colorado, but it's not.
Mm-mm.
That's a
not.
mistake.
We're south.
It's-
We're south of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Utah is
Mean
just
little
like right
clue
next to
I can
Colorado.
That's true.
Cowboys and hot dogs and eagles. Just,
Yeah.
And then you have people in the U.S. who are just like, if you mention one of those things here, we will know you were not from here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we also have fights between regions over how to pronounce Houston. So, because we got the city Houston, but if you say Houston anywhere else outside of Texas,
It's probably Houston.
it is almost certainly Houston.
Mm-hmm.
There are just like so many little tiny things. They're just like, oh, so you're not from here. It's like it's a state over. Yeah, you're not from here.
But also, you have to keep in mind that a state over could be like the span of 2 countries if you were in Europe.
Yeah.
Like, it really does mean a lot.
Yeah, it's wild.
I think what we're really getting down to is that the UK knows nothing.
That's true.
Oh, yes, we can all agree on that the UK doesn't know crap about crap.
Mm.
Oregon is about the size of the entire UK. Also to our UK chatters, which I don't think there are any of you, but if you're there, we love you. We're just making fun. And also, we're right. You know we're right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding. I mean, yeah, I'm just going to say I'm kidding and call it the good, because half Arctic, half Mounties, half Miss Manners. that's Canada. Hey, at the very least, even though Canadians won't factor it, I still factor the Quebecois.
Yeah. I
May as
mean,
well.
Oh, Malik,
it's
don't.
where most of my Canadian friends are.
So Malik says pronounce this word for him, and the problem is I've gotten in trouble over this because I like to pronounce it wrong. Because I go Worcestershire.
Yeah,
I add a
you do.
syllable.
You
So I can't
just-
be trusted.
Yeah. It's
I've had
it's
people try
Worcestershire,
to like
right?
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
There we go.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire is really good though.
Worcestershire is where Bilbo Baggins lives.
Yes. That is exactly where Bag End is located.
No, I got one better. That's where Bag End goes to play Warhammer 40k.
I don't understand that, but I bet the 40k fans in the chat loved it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's very funny to somebody.
War chest, you know. It's fine. Worcestershire. Worcestershire. Say it Worcester like the drummer from the Mountain Goats.
Outstanding!
Mountain
You've
Goats.
uncovered Rob McCooper's patented explosive hat
Rob
technique.
McCooper.
Use the triangle button to toss your cap. Then use the triangle button
Scottish.
again to detonate it. Better
I don't
back off
use
to a
this
safe
one
distance
very
first.
often, but your hat becomes a mine.
Yeah, we get to
It's-
play Super Mario Odyssey except instead of possessing people, you blow them up.
Yeah,
That's... Wow, video games are so violent these days.
they really
Right.
are. Yeah, and these are particularly violent, even if they're not gory. Like, you are absolutely killing people.
Oh yeah. But like in a safe way, they explode into stars and gas.
In a cartoon way,
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, it's cartoons. So it's fine.
You guys wouldn't believe my hat expenses.
Boy, howdy.
Okay, so I feel like I have to remark now. Sly, he can really rock that hat. Like,
He can.
Sly just has such a great design.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
He's a good handsome boy.
Yes.
I love to watch him creep.
Love to watch him sneaky sneak.
Mm.
Alrighty. You got the key? It's time to go to Utah.
Oh boy.
Hooray!
Mhm.
I love Utah.
Good old painted desert Utah. I mean, not that there aren't deserts in Utah, but this
Right.
doesn't feel like a Utah desert. Apparently, to a Brit, a desert is a desert, which,
That's true.
great on you, colonizer.
Like, got so close to Nevada.
Isn't shy.
Mhm.
Okay, so we know he's
Yes.
here somewhere, but how are we supposed to find him? Mesa City is a big place.
Given that he's a bulldog,
Mesa
it
City.
seems only reasonable to assume that he'd choose to live
Mesa
in a
City.
giant fire hydrant.
That's some sound logic, Sly. Now you just
Hey,
need
Dirk.
to find a way to break into the
Where they
building's
even make the
base.
fire
Yeah, I'm sure
hydrant
I'll think
into
of
a
something.
tiny dick joke. That's how toxic this masculinity is. Shut up, go away.
Bonk.
Hi, Bonk.
And yeah, the physics are. I mean, this game is just so cartoony, but it's like cartoony in such a specifically Flash sort of way, and that doesn't feel like an insult towards it.
Mhm. Okay.
I got a reliable tip that a cop might be stupid around the operation. So from now on, greet any visitors you see with a hail of lead. Capiche?
Gee, I
Okay,
wonder who that cop might be.
Yeah. I'm gonna mention one silly thing right here that I'm not actually gonna do. So we've been bouncing on these for a while. I don't want to bounce on that one any more than I should because for some reason the last time I played this, I bounced on this and I landed on top of that little structure that we're standing next to. And all of the alarms went off and the screen turned black and my game crashed so hard that I had to hard reset the PS3.
Holy shit.
So we're not going
That's
that way.
where it was.
Yep.
Forbidden.
Okay.
Forbidden
platform.
You uncovered the secret that
Not
lets you stop playing the game.
Apparently. It was very scary
Wow.
when I was playtesting in the middle of the night.
Cool secret.
Yeah, like you left, like you had to leave.
Yeah,
For a
I was
bit
like,
when you did
Rob, the game scared me and it wasn't even the game.
Oh god.
Yeah.
that's,
Ooh.
Now
Murray's
for a
big
Murray
gamble.
level, there are 2 Murray levels in
Ooh.
this hub.
Aw.
And this is the one I had trouble finding during my practice
Murray is in
run, so we're
position
just
to
gonna
make
do
a
it
run
now.
for this key.
Okay, so what do I do?
Provide some covering fire for him with that blasting station.
Sweet.
Use the left analog stick to aim and press the square button to fire.
I'll do my best.
So
Now protect the boy.
Oh,
yeah, this is from the era where we just had to make as many different gameplay types as humanly possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were trying to
I do
figure out what they were
remember
about.
Uh-huh.
Oh no!
This was their second effort, and it was the first one to like really go ham for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were originally going to have like their Rocket Robot on Wheels game published by Sony, and the only reason why Sony didn't agree was because they were working with Nintendo 64 hardware and they didn't want to touch competitors' product in any capacity.
Yeah, that makes
Um,
sense, unfortunately.
Bingo!
Yeah, which I mean worked out for them. Like they got Ubisoft starting out, but they've never published a game, or they've never had a game published on Nintendo platform since. So, ooh, he's good. But he does have 1 hit left.
Yes, because he used my horseshoe. That was a fake out.
Whoa!
And I've been watching you do these, and like there are times where you just completely blast through them,
Oh no!
and these are tough missions. So like, if anyone has any issue with performance here, you try it.
Good shooting!
Oh, I think I'm doing fairly
Nice.
well.
Close!
Yeah.
The aiming can be a little bit, looser than I would want.
Yeah.
But it works out.
Oh, he gets his own outro music.
He has jiggle physics on his nose.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, the tummy is natural, but like the jiggle physics on the snoot was really, really special to me.
If it were just the stomach, I'd be like, okay. But they
Yeah.
just gave him jiggle physics in so many places, and
They're like, no,
I
him
really
soft.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Him not just fat, him soft.
And Malik, I agree. Murray gets an amazing character arc.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
If we end up playing Sly 2, we will see how he's developed, like, right away.
Yeah.
It's
And
so
I
good.
really hope we play Sly 2 because I really, really like Sly 2.
It's really, really good.
It wastes no time in changing stuff up, so.
So I'm just like, sometimes I just kind of get lost looking at this game.
I know.
It's like it was a second attempt by the studio, and it's just so damn stylish.
Yeah, they really got something this good after only 2 tries.
That's impressive.
Which
And
really
yeah,
makes
Sly
it
2 is
even sadder that when they got past this and felt like doing something else, they kind of shit on it for being cartoony. When it's like, dude, you aced the cartoony look and people appreciate it. Why are you suddenly upset that that's what you accomplished?
Yeah, companies get like weirdly self-conscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Naughty Dog did it. They pivoted entirely to realistic. Insomniac still tries to do like stylish stuff. Like they still make Ratchet and Clank, but that's not really what they're known for anymore. After a while, it feels like they're just making it out of obligation. And even the most recent one doesn't really feel like the right kind of cartoony.
Yeah.
I say this having 100% of that game to an absurd degree, and still just being like, could have been cartoonier. It's like they get scared to be outlandish or that they won't be taken seriously if it's too goofy. Yeah, I think a lot of these developers just think you can't make a serious or have like moments of depth with cartoony visuals.
Yeah.
It's really
You
unfortunate.
don't have the same storytelling capacity, which is BS.
Yeah.
All it does is end up feeding into the narrative that cartoons are for kids and no one else, and if you like cartoons when you're an adult, then you're a freak.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that there are a lot of people out there who genuinely believe this. Like, a lot of consumers who believe this. So you find out, like, oh yeah, like, they did marketing research and they found out that people really like realistic graphics and they think anything cartoony is for kids. Which is, like, so disappointing because...
It's really
Like,
upsetting.
Why wouldn't you want more games to look a little like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wind Waker is a big example. And like we've talked about Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, and Lark and I have expressed our opinions on Twilight Princess, especially when compared to Wind Waker. But yeah, it's like Wind Waker was really good, and its style owes a lot to that, or maybe the other way around.
Hard to
Literally
say.
everyone is like. Hard to say.
Well, I think it's hard to say what inspired the other when it comes to Wind Waker, because it's such a cohesive product that it feels like it just couldn't be made any other way.
Yeah. It's like, even though it was technically unfinished, what is there is just like really confident and strong as a visual product. Still miffed they made Link right-handed on the Wii. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's
no,
the coward's way.
I'm gonna hate that forever. What have I done? Oh my god, they dropped a move.
It happens.
Anger.
It's a good anger. It's okay.
It is not a good anger. I fucked up everything. The stream is ruined. Everybody go home.
No, sorry.
Yeah, we won't be getting into Zelda opinions on like Twilight Princess today, even though I missed my opportunity to talk about it the last time. But like I think there's something to like making more visually astonishing games. Like I really enjoyed the Link's Awakening remake because of that toyetic diorama vibe. Everything
Oh,
felt very
yes.
plastic and boyish in a way that really made it feel kind of magical.
You is the good shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chowder, I'm with you. I
Everyone
was
knows me
also
as
the dog at the time.
Stylized
Yeah,
art direction is more likely to hold up over time. Just look at Dishonored, which is a realistic seeming game, but has like impeccable art direction.
Just look
It
at
still holds
Psychonaut.
up. Psychonauts especially.
Psychonauts. Oh man.
Psychonauts like was brassy enough to be like, we don't need symmetrical designs. We don't even need symmetrical models.
Mhm.
We don't need symmetrical faces or eyes because we got a vision. And that
Yeah,
vision
More
is Scott
velvet
Campbell.
painting levels, please.
Mm.
I need an entire game that looks like that.
Yeah,
Collecting all the
good art
colors again.
direction makes things just last longer.
It really does.
Especially because you're, I think, playing within and with the limitations of the medium. When you
Yes.
focus on stylization so that when, the graphics become outdated, it still looks good because it's the graphics, the outdated graphics are part of it.
Yeah, and I think that's
Yes.
why people gravitate still to this day to pixel art because
Yeah.
like I don't. It is inaccurate to say pixel art is kind of easy mode for keeping your game looking timeless. But at the same time, it requires good art direction and good art skills to make pixel art resonate. So
Yeah.
it is this thing of like, it does actually help maintain the lifespan of a game's visual prowess.
Mhm.
Like, there's a reason why, like, because I don't hold the opinion that games were better back in the day, because I am very much not a back in the day person. But there were some very pretty games.
And that was very much limitation is like the father of innovation when it comes to the older stuff.
And yeah, Lindsay, I mentioned Dishonored as like an example of art direction that holds up over time, and then, oh, cat picture. I'm just going to go click that for myself.
Yeah.
That's a good cat picture. Oh, that's a big fluffy cat. Oh yes. Yeah, and Sly 1, which doesn't look quite as good as Sly 2 or 3, still holds up really well because everything's is shapes.
Yes.
Everything's is silhouettes and really interesting textures that, even if they are not high resolution, still work.
Yes, I would absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, with Sly only looks weird when you look at him close up, and that's because of this thing they were trying to do to give his eyes depth. Ended up
Yeah,
just
the models are wonky.
Yeah. But that's fine. Still works.
Let's see. It's like, biggest problem I'm having right now is I'm looking at all this and going, I want to play. Let me play the video game. But I am not the
it is mine.
streamer.
He's my
You
game.
are the streamer.
You cannot taste.
Man, I'm getting swift with deciphering
Mom
these
said it's
codes.
Luck's turn
Dial
to play
338.
play the live stream.
It's my turn with the PlayStation.
I mean, I'm always using it, so gotta give it to you sometime.
Okay.
I know, I have to have my
This
5
is
minutes
hyperactive
for your
ancestor
23 hours.
BF Cooper.
Exactly.
He discovered a way to speed up the clock.
BF
Perfect
Cooper.
for those long
Big fucking
stakeouts.
Cooper.
Big
Just hold
fucking
down the
Cooper.
triangle button to use it.
Best friend Cooper.
Best friend
Best
Cooper.
friend Cooper. Damn it, you're good at this. Our generation didn't have as
Slide
good
this
of jokes
giant
as yours.
roulette wheel is spinning too fast to jump counterclockwise around it.
This thing.
It's
You'll
because
have
of
to jump in
Homestar
the other
Runner, that's
direction to
it.
try to land on the green section.
Hey, Homestar Runner was us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We're just still bad. We didn't listen.
didn't listen to his message.
Yes. We listened to his jokes, but not his message.
Mm.
Wow.
Ah.
Deep.
Well, that didn't take
Nice.
too long.
Yay.
Hey!
He perfected the art of disassociating to feel like time was passing by faster.
Cool skill.
That's very good.
Mm.
Very important life skill.
Damn, you are just kind of powering through this game. Like, we've been at it for a little under an hour, and you've already beaten one boss and unlocked a new thing. Look at that. You've opened the door.
Yeah. We are now headed toward the second part of this hub, because there were
Just hit
only
him
2
with a
levels.
crossbow. This neutral game is weak. I want to play more fighting games.
Sorry, not to return to an earlier topic.
Please
I
do.
just wanted to offer a correction. So, yes, there may have been claymation films as early as 1916, 1917, created by a woman named Helena Smith Dayton. She was not the first woman animator, but she may have been the first woman claymation animator
But
that
you
we
need
have
all 7
That
keys
rules.
to open it up.
record of. And she made a handful of films, and then after the war effort, she was like done, I guess.
Oh,
It's like done. It's like she was like, I'm good.
that's fair.
Yeah,
Live her truth.
yeah.
Yeah.
She took up playwriting. She was mostly a writer.
Yuck, these rooftops are filthy. Well, they are the only way
Anyway.
to get to the key.
That's the level I think it
since
is,
my
right?
locator tells me it's in a jewel case somewhere
Yeah,
near
it's called
Mugshot's penthouse.
2 to tango, so I have a feeling we're gonna have an adversary of some sort.
Don't know who it could be.
Maybe a dance of some sort. Also.
I wish.
I don't know what gave you that impression.
Whoa!
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 The game really wanted you to go away.
Yeah, the game does not want me here, that the game thinks I'm doing too good of a job and thinks I really need a break.
Clearly. This is one of those situations where apparently you are in fact too powerful.
Yeah.
Well,
There she
look
is.
who just walked into my crosshairs.
She is.
Sly Cooper.
About time you showed up.
All cops are
Get worried
bastards.
about
This
you.
bitch.
Thought you took a wrong turn somewhere back in Paris.
The only one making wrong turns is you, Sly. I'd suggest you surrender before I paralyze you with my good friend, the shock pistol.
Now see, a girl whose best friend's a firearm's got issues. A little dinner, a little dancing. I think I can help you out.
Sounds romantic. As long as you don't mind dining in jail.
Nah,
Welcome
I hear
to the
service
chat,
is
cop
lousy.
killer.
Once I catch you, you'll know for yourself.
Lark is the one that's playing. She's
Yes.
she is the gator in the bottom right.
Yes, hello.
Thank you. Thank you.
I keep thinking I should have a little like playing icon, and I never get around to making it.
I mean, you have hierarchical scale going on, so
Yeah.
I went for that,
yeah.
but I know that it's also like more readability issues.
Mhm.
I'm glad you're doing great. Or we're doing great. Somebody's doing great.
Mhm.
So yeah, once again, welcome to the chat. Hope you have a good time. Let's see. So
Yes,
these missions
welcome.
are almost, yeah, these missions are always like just running and dodging bullets. I like these, or at the very least, I like the idea of these. I
Mhm.
mean, I love missions like these.
Mhm.
I love a good like haul-ass mission.
All ass.
Yeah, and they do all right with
Yeah.
these.
Mhm.
This, of course, won't be the last one that we do.
Mhm.
Yeah. Carmelita might have the worst character arc. I gotta say, I don't really remember much about her character arc.
Her
Unfortunately.
character arc is, oh, maybe you're an okay person after all, but you're still not a cop.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's, and it doesn't help that like
Well,
they've always been very reductive with her character. Like even in this game, they're very much like she's hot and she has a gun,
Yeah.
and also she's like a less interesting Zenigata from Lupin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, she does not hold a candle to Zenigata. She
Yeah,
Nor
all
does
of
she hold a
the-
candle to Zenigata and Lupin's sexual tension.
I was going to say all of the sexual tension in quantity, but not.
Yeah,
yeah.
like we see it, but we don't feel it.
Yeah, we don't feel it at all. The only sexual tension is Sly going, you know, I think I'll hit on you.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And yeah, like, now that I'm thinking about it, Kat brings up a point, like, what if Carmelita had some of that Zenigata doggedness? What if she had that little bit of, like, a bit of scruff, but internally?
I mean, if you made her tired, she'd become like 200% hotter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I always believe that, though, so I'm
Yeah.
biased.
Yeah.
But all of
that's-
these-
Well, that's also the whole like the thing of like the hot
No.
detective type or
Dive it.
whatever. Like part of the reason they're hot is they're tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not allowed to make a woman tired. That makes her less hot,
Good
Yeah,
Apparently.
well,
Ho-ho,
according to
talk.
some people.
Try
of course.
according to the people who made this.
Yeah.
Not
According
according
to
to
the
anyone I
unenlightened.
personally know, because
Yeah.
I've been doing it for so long and people seem to like it.
You know Navajo code talk? Wow. Boy, that's a reference that
You
I
found the
didn't expect in
blueprints
this
for
game.
Mugshots additions
Yeah.
to Mesa City. With these
Yeah, Bentley knows
files,
some
I'll be able
stuff.
to help you find all
Apparently,
his clues
well,
and breakables.
He also knows how to
Just
look
through
stuff
your
up.
binocucom to get the information.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Malik says she's not allowed to win against Sly. Yeah, there's no threat. She's just sort of.
Mhm. I mean,
she's a
Senegata's
temporary
not
option.
really allowed to win against Lupin
Yeah.
in the end, but there's still
But at
You
least there's
just-
something in a fun way there.
you
Here,
feel
it's-
the chase. You really
Yeah.
do. You feel the thrill of the hunt in a way that I don't
Oh, there's
really
some
feel
chase.
like you do it. With Carmelita, it does sort of feel like, oh, you're here.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's more, oh, she's here. I know what kind of level this is going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, she's here. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, exactly.
It's more like, this is clearly written by people who think that women are only there, or that the girlfriends are only there to stop your fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get a little bit better about this in Sly 2 and 3, where they started adding in a lot more
Was
female characters, including some that like have very, very different character personalities.
Yeah,
so
but
it gets
even then,
better,
it's just
but-
like, I'm the hotter one because I can be bad. Like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
it's not good. It's not good.
I know exactly who you're talking about, and that's not strictly who I was meaning, because you know we've got
Oh my
we've
God,
got some
let
good
me hit
baddies
you.
coming up, and we got Penelope, who's a
even
little
have to kill
bit
that
of
guy.
a
What am I doing?
complicated character to discuss.
Penelope is different, and I have not gotten far enough to really meet her in my modern playthrough. I don't
Yeah.
remember her very well yet. But, yeah, she's something. Better than the other options.
And even then, you'll have some people in the chat going, "Well, see, here's the thing about that."
Yeah.
It's a weird series. I love every single game, but to say I have a complicated relationship with its writing is not an
Putting
understatement.
it mildly.
But yeah, it's a bit of a mild thing, because oh boy, they knew how to write their core cast. They knew how to write good one-dimensional villains. And they also knew how to write a bunch of not so good one-dimensional villains.
Oh yeah,
And,
they knew how to write some real stereotypical villains.
yeah. And I say this all with love for the product, because again, nothing plays like Sly.
Yeah.
Nothing
But
looks
we will
like
be
Sly.
totally
nothing
real.
feels like it.
Yeah. We will be totally real. If this game didn't play well, we would call the writing the schlock that it is.
Yeah.
Come on, shoot the thing. Oh, I guess it was my
I'm gonna
job.
hunt you down, Cooper. You can't run forever.
Bye, Karen.
Oh no.
I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I went there. I don't need to do that. Not here. Not now. You have doubled your percentage since starting today.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We still got... How are we all feeling? Like, energy levels pretty good?
Yeah, how
I
are
have
you
to go
feeling,
to bed
Ryan?
too. No, I have to go to bed.
Okay. Do you want to go
Okay.
to bed now, or do you want to do one more level?
I can do one.
Okay, we
Hell
will do
yeah.
one more.
Cool. Back alley heist. Cool, I'm glad. And like, these are pretty light, like hubs. Like this game is pretty easy to blitz through. I think when the Sly HD collection came out for PS3, like the very first time it came out, I kind of just sort of, these were games I already had access to. I had already played all three to death on the PS2. And then this collection came out, and I was just like, oh, I could play,
play 'em all
a
again.
little bit of Sly 1. And then I 100%ed all three in a row in 2 days.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you
and it
did.
wasn't even that I lost sleep. I just blitzed through them because I was so obsessed with them. That blue bottle is.
Oh, I think I fucked it up.
Oh,
No. Oh, it's one of those 2D stages too.
Yeah.
They don't want you falling off the edge.
Mm-hmm. Well, too
There
bad
you
I'm gonna find
go.
one.
Oh, very nice. And wait.
This game has some enemies, I tell you what.
Yeah. go.
Maybe I have to go higher to get that one.
Let's find out. But that sends you over. Does the hat throw do anything? Oh, hell yeah.
No, the hat throw is a button
You
detonation.
just placed mine. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time since I've played this, and I purposefully refuse to play this while you were streaming it. I just wanted to be surprised.
Because you'll
By
know
my
I'll
lack
be a
of memory.
jerk ass if you tell me something I already know.
Well, that's what I have to chat for. I could tell them things that they don't know,
That's true.
and I can hide behind that instead of being a pedantic butt.
Fall down. I collect the coins. I don't need the coins right now, but... Wait, how many lives do I have? 8. That is not enough.
You need more lives.
Yes.
It's not quite like Mario where you wind up with like 99 lives by the end of it. But
No, not so much. And like I mentioned last time, it's not the end of the world if I game over. It starts me off at my last checkpoint or at the beginning of whatever level I was on, with 5 lives. Oh, I got impatient there. Whoopsie.
oh, the Sly Cooper movie? I know there was
What?
something being worked on.
Oh yeah, at some point there was, wasn't there?
I just remember that like there was more of like a Spyro movie and shit.
Yeah, and I never can tell like how, because I know the Sly Cooper movie was a thing. There's like screenshots and mock-ups, and it was, if I remember, it was kind of ugly, but I was still very much into the idea of somebody going like, yeah, let's actually do more with Sly Cooper. Which I'm always
Yeah,
really
'cause
excited about.
there's certainly a lot of potential. Just because, like, the original writers weren't necessarily 100% there yet on some things that we would like, doesn't mean it's not a fantastic series.
Right.
Oh, okay. So there was the director Kevin Monroe who was attached to the project. There was like a full teaser where they were trying to go like, we want to make this movie. Here's the setup. He previously directed 2007 3D Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, which was pretty good.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah, it's good. It's not fantastic, but
It's fine.
ooh, Rainmaker was working on it, now known as Mainframe Studios. They were the animators of like every single 3D Barbie movie and also Reboot.
Oh. You know, that's maybe
they've
not who I
leveled
would have
up.
chosen for that, but...
They have a very broad, like, here's the thing. If I say Rainmaker, I don't just mean them. They have been doing, they are one of the most prolific 3D animation studios out there, and they don't all look like that. They're, like, God, oh, jeez. They've actually done some really cool stuff. Oh, they were responsible for Bob the Builder! And they also made the Ratchet and Clank movie.
Oh, they made the Ratchet and Clank movie. Well, that
Yeah.
didn't look bad, for sure.
Oh no, and the game on which it is based is also pretty good. Like they operate within the budget they're given. They operate within like the expectations of where it lands. Like it's Yeah, it wasn't ugly Sonic ugly, but it wasn't the cartoon it needed to be. Yeah, I really didn't like Murray's look. Sly and Bentley were mostly really fine, but yeah, that movie just never came about, and like there's not really a lot of data on why. It was supposed to come out in 2016, according to the director in the teaser, but it just never. I guess.
Like
I guess. Yeah, maybe Sony lost interest, or they couldn't get the funding, or something like that. Maybe there's something more involved.
Yeah.
But
a lot of projects that are quietly canceled that way.
I could have broken this code in my sleep. The combination is 565.
yeah, apparently because they were working on both that and the Ratchet and Clank movie, one had to go.
Oh, well, then they probably made the right choice.
Yeah, but RNC did not do well in
this
theaters.
will come in handy.
No, but I don't think
Sqoozh
either of them were
Cooper's
going
notes
to.
pertaining to water safety.
Yeah, probably.
With this knowledge under your belt, you won't
I would
have
love
to
to
waste
believe
a
a
charm
Sly Cooper
whenever you
movie
fall
would
into
frickin'
water.
rule.
Oh, I think it would rule. I just don't think it would sell.
No. Well, okay, actually,
I think
bad
it would have
guys-
sold. I think it would have sold better with counting on furry money.
yeah,
fair.
and I think Bad Guys kind of proves that people will go to the theaters for that if you give them good furries.
Bad
Yeah.
Guys did give me some Coopery hope there. So I understand
and
that. I
I
still
mean,
haven't seen that yet.
I mean, Zootopia
Same.
proved that people will go crazy even if it's a cop.
Yeah,
We'll obsess
I
over
mean-
it for years and years.
I mean,
and years
acab,
until
but also
it's come out.
fun movie.
It's fine. But
Oh, yeah. We are winding down for the night. There we
Yes,
go.
that was our
Yeah.
level.
I think,
Hell
yeah, it's my belief that a Sly Cooper film is better than a Ratchet and Clank film.
You know, I think that's fair.
because I don't know.
People love a heist movie.
Yeah, it's a heist movie. It's a furry movie. It's, I think, I don't know. To me, it's a less complicated sell than whatever the fuck is going on in Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, like
right now,
Ratchet and Clank is more known, but I think that's part of the problem.
yeah,
That's fair.
Personally, was not hugely into the writing of most of Ratchet and Clank's
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
stuff.
fair.
So when I saw a movie was coming out, I was like, cool. I don't see how that's possible.
No, yeah, don't get me wrong. I hate Ratchet and Clank. Just hate
Right.
it.
Yeah,
I do not
I
like
love it,
at all.
and yeah, like Lark and I are of two different minds where I love it, but also kind of hate most of the writing, and Lark hates it and also hates most of the writing.
Yes.
I think,
I was.
what is it? Ratchet's a good design. It's a good furry design, and that's the only thing.
Yeah, that's become
Yeah.
less true
Oh.
over the years, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Insomniac.
I think the most recent game really did him dirty. Like, they did horrible lips and horrible eyebrows, and
gross.
they
Oh,
made a
gross.
mediocre design worse.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like it's fine in motion, but when you actually sit and look at it, it's like something feels weird. This feels
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, but I also have a very personal vendetta against the idea of Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were
I-
a Spyro fan, and
I was a
then they
huge
switched to
Spyro
guns.
stan. And yeah, and then they switched to guns. Exactly. They
Yep.
switched to the one thing that was completely ruining diversity in video game genre and contributed directly to that by making even the cute cartoony furry thing a thing about guns. And that has made me so angry, and that anger has never subsided since the day they released the first game. And that's the first time that my video game designer professor was like, "You've never had a strong opinion in your life, have you?"
I'm largely in Lark's boat on this. My feelings are less passionate.
I'm
But
glad
I
I'm
also-
not alone on any
Oh yeah,
degree.
no. I was
Yeah.
also very much like, well, I love Spyro, and then Spyro went to whatever the fuck Spyro did for a while. And
Yeah.
then I
Yeah.
loved Jack and Daxter, and Jak 2 came out, and I was like, okay, well, this is just weird elf GTA now, so. And then,
Mhm.
yeah, I tried Ratchet and Clank, and I was like, oh, this is just collecting a bunch of shit on the ground and shooting guns, and the appeal is the different
Yeah.
guns that I can shoot. Great,
It was-
cool.
It was trying to be Banjo-Kazooie with guns, and you don't add guns to Banjo-Kazooie either. What the fuck?
No.
Like,
You can only do
I've-
that if Kazooie is the gun.
Yes,
And it has to
exactly.
control like crap. Otherwise,
Yes.
it doesn't work.
You know, I've simmered down a bit about Nuts and Bolts, but I was just as mad about Nuts and Bolts when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I've been able to lessen that feel, because while I do still feel
Same.
like car building is maybe not what Banjo and Kazooie are about,
You can see it's a cool
it
part.
still made a world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do we want to use that as an opportunity to wind down for the night?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
After we
Let
got, like,
Ryan get
really,
Sleep.
End on an angry note.
really fired up about how shit Ratchet and Clank movie is compared to the idea of a Sly Cooper movie.
Yes.
I think they bet on the wrong horse, 1000%.
I think that's fair.
Probably.
I think recent animation has proven that point as well, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but DreamWorks, you're bad guys, Puss in Boots, the new one. Like y'all are
DreamWorks.
hitting,
You're our only
y'all are
hope.
hitting.
Yeah.
Y'all can do it. I actually
Do it.
don't fuck me on this DreamWorks.
Yeah, B2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just realized lots of hot wolves in animation recently. Congratulations.
Yeah, I think furries are eating well right now.
Mhm.
And
Good
B,
for-
you're
good for
right.
them.
The guns in Ratchet and Clank are really silly, but they're still guns. Making the guns
exactly.
silly just normalizes guns to younger people. It's
just
actually
don't like
worse,
it.
in my eyes.
I mean, there's also the gun that makes everybody dance.
That's fine.
I like that gun.
Yeah,
Eh.
that's good. You can put that in for children. But yeah,
But
no,
why
I'm
does it have
also,
to be a gun?
Yeah,
I know.
I'm also with Lark. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of making guns palatable in any sense. I think it's
That's fair.
just wrong.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, that was the exact reason I did not like The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
But that's a story for another time.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that another time.
Yeah, and we
So
can
Lark-
do that.
You wanna?
Okay, Robin, now you'll have to remind me what all the housekeeping is. But for now, this has been Lark with a D at Sqoozh with a Z on Androjack Without a C's channel, playing the Sly Cooper collection. Thank you very much for coming. If you like this video and if you would like to see more, or if you missed something that you would like to check again, VODs are available for any of these broadcasts for the next 60 days after their initial airing. Let's see. Tell me the next part.
Oh, I'm Ryan.
Yes, you are Ryan.
That's it.
Feel free to subscribe to this channel. It actually really does help us out. There is an Amazon part of that spiel, but I am still not going to say it out of protest. In which case, would that be get masked up, be safe, be awesome? Okay. Then, get masked up, get vaccinated, be good, be safe, be awesome, and be gone.
Goblins.
Be goblins. Yes, happy Goblin Week. And bye, everybody.
Bye.